Hi everyone. I wanted to do a quick video about the Ultra Pro Premium Deck Box for Lorcana. I've had this for about 3 weeks now, and this is the original batch, so I know that there were a lot of concerns about the quality on these, and it might be why they took so long to release them. But I've been playing with this for about 3 weeks, and I have some thoughts on it. Overall, the build is really nice. It does feel really nice. The quality of it does feel like a higher quality than the other stuff I was using. I was using just the Lorcana deck boxes that they sell, and I actually like these quite a bit. They do hold the cards really well. They're simple. They, you know, build quality and everything is good for what it is. They're pretty cheap, but I wanted something a little bit nicer, especially just to be able to throw into my backpack. So I got one of these, um, and they do seem really nice. So before I get into the actual box itself and my thoughts and kind of how I've made it useful, one of the things that gets noted all the time is you can kind of see it right here. So let me see if I can get the camera. Yeah, you can see it. That happened on like the second day that I had it. You can see the foiling is starting to come off right in that little spot. It scuffs in other places, which I would assume is like normal wear and tear, but that little spot is a little annoying. In the end, I don't care too much. I'm hoping that the new ones that come out that everyone will have the ability to buy will be a lot better. Um, I can get through it right now, but I think if the build quality is better on the new ones, I'll probably buy one as a backup just for when this one kind of kicks it. So I do like it enough that I would like to have more, and you can see like the quality on this is really nice. I like their attention to detail. The magnet on it is really good on the front. It's actually really good, so it never comes apart when it's in my backpack at all. Um, it does have the lore counter. I've never used this. I could see using this though if you were playing with some friends, um, but I've never used it in person. I usually just use the app. But it is really cool, and you can see on the inside it has a magnet here, so it kind of acts like a normal box, but you can pull it out. And again, the magnet's really good, so it never just comes out on its own. One of the things that's really cool that's kind of hard to see is all the little lore symbols, or all the little ink symbols, excuse me, um, that are inside. I thought that was a cool little detail. And the material on the inside, it's kind of like basically the same as the outside, just a little bit smoother, almost a little softer feeling as far as the texture. Is really good. So questions that I had when I got this. The first question I had was, can it fit two decks? And I don't actually use it this way, but I think the answer is yes. I currently have in this deck, there's 62 cards. So you can see there's more than enough room for a second deck, and I can actually put this one in there. I'll have to separate them back out. But it pretty easily fits two. So that's two decks worth. I'm sure you could fit a divider. You can see that there's space in between. You could probably fit like a trove divider in between there if you wanted to hold it that way. How I found that I was using it though, and now I need to find where my one deck ends and the other one starts. Right here. I'm going to put this one back. But the way that I've been using it, so what is a little bit of a bummer is I wanted to have a place where I could put my dice. So I have dice, just these little dice container, and I like using that dice container quite a bit. But I didn't want it free floating, so I wanted it to be able to fit in this box if I could. And there really isn't a compartment, which I thought would have been really cool if they added that. But what I found is it fits right in front. So if you put it in like that, it fits right in front really well. I was a little worried that it was going to bend cards, right? Because I don't know, there's a little bit of room on top, there's room on the side. If it, hits something hard enough, it might bend a card. I might be being overcautious with that. But something I had already had done was there's an Etsy shop, and I'll put the link to the Etsy shop. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I was just really happy with what they did. They made these dividers for me for all of my bulk. So I got one of these made for each one of the sets, and I just asked them for custom colors, which was really cool, and they were really nice to help me with that. I asked them if they could make one of these to fit in between, but it's a little bit too tall. If you see it here, like the top, if I put it in here, the top doesn't really want to close with it like that, right? Like it bulges it a little bit. So I asked them if they could make a smaller one, and they did. So this was one that I had custom made. Um, that's a little bit smaller. I just got it like a smooth black. I didn't want it to have any ridging or anything, just so it didn't. Again, I'm being overly cautious, but I just didn't want it to rub on any of the cards weird. But what I did is now, so I have my deck in here like this. I put this in front, and then the dice slide in front really easily. And this holds up against the cards, and it actually holds these in here really good. So I've been using it like this to protect the cards and to keep all my stuff together. And I've been really happy with this. Some people have made like 3D printed spots for the dice. Um, I like it this way just a little bit, just because pulling the cards out would be difficult. I don't know if you can see that, but like it's hard because this is higher than the cards themselves, and I wanted that to be the case to protect them. You can't really grab the cards out of here. You almost have to, and this is, I'm fine with this. I take the dice out, and then I usually take this divider out, and then I grab them, right? So it's pretty easy. And then putting them back is really easy too. Just put the divider back, and then put in my dice. So this is how I've been using it, and I've been really happy with this. I know I'm using it a little bit off-label. It would be nice if they had some sort of divider like this, where this was, you know, maybe the front half was for dice. But the way I've been using it, I've been really happy with it. So, and usually I just put this in the bottom of my backpack, and it doesn't really, you know, the cards don't go around a lot on the inside because there's a little bit of pressure inside, but not enough pressure that it actually feels like it's damaging the cards, but just enough so that they're not sliding out. So that's my review of this. I think, like I said, I like it enough that I would get another one just as a backup, so that I don't, so that I'm never without one, just in case they're hard to find in the future and we can't get them. So once they're readily available, I would honestly, I would suggest getting one if you think that it looks good. I like the build quality on it. I don't think that the foiling issue is too bad on mine. I assume for some of the older ones, maybe they're even worse. But I haven't seen the new ones yet, so I don't know if the new ones have fixed that issue. But overall, that's my review of this. I would say if you've used any of the other deck boxes that you like more, you probably have more experience with deck boxes than I do. So, you know, might not be worth switching to this if you have one that you really, really like. But if this is something that stands out to you and you're kind of 50-50 on it, I would suggest it, at least giving it a try, especially if you can get it for, you know, the normal price. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like stuff like this or Lorcana gameplay, I'm a newer player. So if you want to kind of watch my journey, please like the video, and then you can subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos like this, and then some of my journey as far as deck building and how I've been doing with tournaments. Thank you.